For centuries, visitors to the Mediterranean island of Sardinia have been greeted with strange and mysterious stories that a race of giants once lived there thousands of years ago. But other than the presence of hundreds of bizarre monolithic stone structures, there had been little physical evidence after 1953 to convince mainstream archaeologists or even ancient astronaut theorists that the myths about giants ever had a basis in reality. That is, until 1979, when more giant bones were reportedly discovered during one of the island's many archaeological excavations.
I interviewed two individuals who worked on the excavation of the neuralgic ruins in the town of Sadara, underneath the church of Sant Anastasia. Both of these individuals dug up, at different periods of time, multiple skeletons of giants from 9 to 12 feet tall. And then the bones of the giants would go into the church and then disappear overnight. There have been hundreds of excavations in which the bones of giants have been allegedly unearthed and then secreted away.
Before we left the island of Sardinia, Marty and I were supposed to finally get access to an actual giant bone. That was all set. And then we received notifications that the guy pulled out and he was not going to show us the giant bone. Why did he pull out? One could argue that some type of censorship is going on in Sardinia.
Hey, I want to ask you this. Did ancient astronauts visit Sardinia?
I think there is no doubt that extraterrestrials visited Sardinia in ancient times, because there are similar megalithic structures of inexplicable origin elsewhere on the planet.
Right, because it's a piece of what you've seen elsewhere. Okay.
It adds to the bigger picture.
Yeah, okay.
Our ancestors were all visited by the same teachers.
You know what? I respect that immensely, because I think that's the correct scientific way to go about things. You start with a supposition and then put it to the reality test, put it to the real world, put it to the evidence. I want to become convinced by the data.
Well, if I have accomplished anything with you, I hope that you continue looking at other places and be like, you know, that Giorgio guy, he has a point.
You want me to be convinced?
Yes, exactly.
And that's a key point. You look me in the eye and you say, you know what, I am convinced that ancient astronauts visited this planet and sowed the seeds of what inspired people to build these things. I can't prove you wrong, okay?